let me ask you this, transitioning back into basketball, current state of the Miami Heat. What do you think?
Oh, they've spoiled us. Like, it is so hard. You see Sacramento fall back to the pack. Like, we've been, the last 20 years of it's always championship or bust makes it so a 10-10 team that needs to be 3 All-Stars instead of 2. It can't be that Tyler Hero's an All-Star, but only when Bam isn't. They need 3. They used to have 3 guys, and you guys joined them, and they need 3 guys again to go after. The Celtics have clearly passed them. The Celtics are just dragging the league because they've evolved everything that you guys did with positionless basketball. They now have a perfect thing that has surpassed the Miami Heat, and the team's not as relevant as it used to be, which hurts me because they've been passed, and it's not even because Philadelphia or Milwaukee have gotten that good. Yeah. It's because Boston has separated itself in a way that makes it difficult for anybody in the division to be relevant and makes the Knicks have the pieces to chase. But I will say this. I have seen Pat Riley say before a Make-A-Wish dinner in the morning that no one was going to be traded. And then 6 guys on the team were traded that night. So I don't think he's going to sit around approaching 80 years old for very much longer. You guys felt the furnace like you guys were going to be out in year 2. 100%. One more game gets lost, and some people would have been out the door.
100%. Yes, sir.
Like, he is not.
But we knew that.
Okay, but I'm guessing that Jimmy and Tyler and everybody knows now. Look, Pat Riley is late 70s. He still runs that franchise, even though it's a team of 5 people that run it. But everyone's trying to win now in that window. Maybe I got this wrong. We're taping this now. But I can't see Jimmy Butler being traded for pieces that don't bring back somebody better than Jimmy Butler. Like, I don't think they're trading for tomorrow.
For the future,
Like, no, I think they any trade they make this year is because they're working behind the scenes to get whoever. I don't even know who it would be, Joel Embiid or Anthony Edwards is mad because of how ownership is going. Whatever it is, it's not going to just be we're going to sit on our hands and do it again and try and get in as an 8 seed while Jimmy's contract comes up.
That's actually a perfect transition into our DraftKings segment. Our partners at DraftKings, the way too early Eastern Conference Finals and Western Conference Finals champ. Who you see? Because we just talked about, obviously, there's going to be trades, so it's way too early. There's going to be some movement. There's going to be everyone's going to pivot and change. Who do you have Eastern Conference Finals, Western Conference Finals right now?
Why are you smiling?
Because I know you're not going to say the Heat.
I'm not going to say the Heat. No, I would not say the Heat. The Celtics would have to get injured unless. Are you so hopeful that you are of the belief that the place that the Boston Celtics have the one weakness is that the Miami Heat might actually be tougher and summon whatever they summoned when Bam was blocking Tatum at the rim in the bubble?
I would say this. Boston is probably good as they're going to get right now. And they are ahead of the field, and they're ahead of everybody else. I still think that there's some opportunities for the Heat to continue to grow because I like Spo in a 7-game series against anybody. He's going to put you in a position to win, and you're going to have a chance. But right now, nobody's going to sit here and say that Boston is not the best team in the East.
You'd be hopeful, but this is. I was thinking mostly out west because I think of the East as a foregone conclusion because of how good they have looked. And I mean, it's just ridiculous. Everything's double-digit wins. They never have double-digit deficits, and they're 30-plus games. It's asinine.
I mean, what they have is they have 5 guys that you have to guard. At all times, and that's why they were able to take advantage of Dallas because there was no weak link for Luka, and they literally attacked Luka on defense every single time until they broke him. And I was watching the playoffs, and I was saying to myself, why won't teams just attack Luka? Because teams didn't have 5 guys that could attack him. When you look at Minnesota, they didn't have 5 guys. You had Anthony Edwards and you had Cat. They was putting him on Gobert. They was moving him around to keep him out of the fire.
You say they don't have,
but Boston, put his ass in the fire every single time. You got Derek White. You got Drew Holiday. You damn sure ain't guarding Jaylen Brown. You damn sure ain't guarding Tatum. Oh, and by the way, Al Horford going to put your ass in the basket too. This ain't Rudy Gobert down here. So there was nowhere for him to hide.
It's funny that you bring all of that up because I'd be curious what you guys think about this. I really wanted to see Denver and Boston in the final. I wanted a champion to be dethroned. I wanted Boston to have to earn it. And Denver has the 5 players that he speaks of. And I believe that I can summon the argument and not get too much argument from either one of you that Jokic is the best basketball player there has ever been. I'm putting it ahead of Jordan, ahead of LeBron. Just because the numerical efficiencies of what he is doing are unseen in the history of the game. Like, I understand he moves like a giant loaf of bread. I understand that we underestimate the things that he might do because athletically it doesn't seem like he's that gifted. But if Boston were playing Denver in a series, Boston would not have the best player.
Dan, I'm gonna give you a funny story about Joker. I sign in Denver. I go to training camp 2 days late because I did a buyout from Portland to go there. So I go there, and practice gets over, and the front office guys come over. So, what do you think of your team? I said, I don't know who that fat, ugly kid is right there, but he's your best player. And like, what are you talking about? He was he's 53rd pick, wasn't even playing. And they had all these young, I said, no. It's like the Matrix when it hits his hands. The whole game just freezes. And I was like, I've never seen a young kid do that before. And then they don't really play him till about halfway through the season because they had Nurkic over there. They had all those guys. You know what I mean? Like, they were a young, up-and-coming team. And Mike Malone was like, but I was like, y'all going to have to let that dude grow. Like, or get rid of something, you know what I mean? But I'm with you. I mean, I don't know if I go as far as.
No, well, I'm trying to get to your clicks.
I was going to say that.
But you can make them. Just if I put the numbers on a piece of paper from any one season and didn't give you the names, just said pick a player.
And I'm gonna be honest, you're not too far off though.
No, when you said that, I was going to say based on the numbers, how can I argue that? Yeah. It'd be you put the numbers in front of me, and how can I argue it with the production that he's given at the center position? But I mean, my GOAT gonna always be MJ. That's just my GOAT.
No, that's fine. I just did that for
But
shock effect. You guys better get better at this game. You guys are too reasonable if you're trying to have a public opinion of MJ's the best. You take it easy, Houdini. Don't go out on a limb there with MJ's the best.
Well, go on a limb here and give me the Western Conference Finals.
That's my GOAT. Now,
Western Conference Finals.
Other GOATs could be Braun.
Yeah.
What I would like to see, if not Denver, because I really like watching him play, and it's a level of mastery that's just a bit baffling to me.
It's fun to watch.
I don't understand what I'm watching when he's playing basketball for Denver, but I would also like to see if Anthony Edwards or Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can do any of the things that would topple the ogre, topple the guy who's physically much different than him. Give us, because the league is changing hands now, right? It's long overdue.
Yes.
It's been wrestled away from the old guys. And now, last year, it's the young guys, and before they get to Tatum, I'd like to see it. In the history of basketball, when you guys have developed your allegiances to whoever it is, Michael Jordan, it's because you're seeing the fight that has to be to get past Detroit. Like, what it looks like. The story is told to your kids about like through connection on like, this is why I love MJ or MJ's the best, because I saw what he had to do. He didn't go and make a super team in Miami. He just kept scoring 63 until he finally conquered Detroit. It's cool to watch the stories, and I'd like the young people to continue to take over the league because it makes the league better and more interesting for people to develop allegiances with the young people that they've had with the old people.
All right, football fans, things getting real. Whether your team has made it to the conference championship or not, there are still plenty of ways to enjoy the game. Get in on the action right now with my partners at DraftKings Sportsbook. They're offering all new customers $200 in bonus bets instantly after betting just $5. Do not let this slip away. Download the DraftKings app now. Sign up using codes OGs. The crown is yours, people. Stay in on all the action and use your $200 in bonus bets on DraftKings same game parlays for a shot at an even bigger payout. Combine multiple bets together from the same game. Love the thrill of live betting? DraftKings got you covered. Bet live on in-progress games right as they happen, making watching the game that much more exciting. If sports betting is not available in your state, don't even worry about it. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy and have the shot to win cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers use my promo code OGs and bet just $5 on any wager and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. That's promo code OGs only on DraftKings Sportsbook.